Here it is. Okay. We are live. We're looking for that red light. It's like jingle bells.
Yeah.
Yeah. The week
Lights on?
before.
Warm donut light.
Yes, with Cody James Harris today for Music Wednesday. And we're getting so close to the holidays, so he has a lot of special stuff in store for us. And I mentioned that Mahogany Ball went on last night. Huge music venue. I think there were 30 plus artists. I saw a lot of our familiar Music Wednesday faces. Yeah,
cool.
It was cool. You should have come out.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know about it till yesterday afternoon. I'm kind of embarrassed to say. So.
Well, hopefully, yeah, there were so many people there. Hopefully, it all will continue on. So,
very cool.
Yeah.
Cody, welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Did you go last night?
No, I didn't. I was at a holiday party,
Okay.
But I heard about it. I heard all about how many people were there. So
That's cool.
didn't get to make it out. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I was saying,
Until I was here, and somebody just told me. So.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be having more things. It's this huge warehouse space over by near the paper, actually. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right, so you're gonna do some songs. We're gonna talk. You got some shows coming up. We're gonna talk about you, and we're gonna see what happens. So
see what
all right.
happens.
So are you ready to play?
Yeah.
Let's
do
hear a
it.
song.
Okay.
All right. This well, mine's called "I Don't Mind." I tried love to find myself, and I thought it would make me feel like I could break these chains and be set free. I traversed the vastness of this great land inside my heart, but I came back empty-handed and in the dark. But now I see what I am to everyone around me, all around me. Oh, and I don't know where I belong, like I'm a stranger in my own town, and over time I find that I don't need your sympathy. I once was lost, now I found who I am, and I don't mind. I tried money, I thought I'd feel important and empowered and earn my place in our society. I worked as hard as any working man could, but no matter what I did, I couldn't keep it up. The false sense of security, but now I see what I'm worth to everyone around me, all around me. Oh, and I don't know where I belong, like I'm a stranger in my own town, and over time I find that I don't need your sympathy. I once was lost, now I found who I am, and I don't mind. Oh, and this culture is flawed, telling us what races we have to run, defining how much is enough, and telling us how high we have to jump. I was made to break from the mold. I can't conform, no, I can't live a normal life. Would be living life, and I don't know where I a stranger in my own town, and over time I find that I don't need a sympathy. I once was lost, but now I found who I am, and I don't mind who I am. I don't mind who I am. I don't mind.
I don't mind.
Yeah. Wow.
I
Listening
just
to
tagged
that.
you and everything. Are you playing at the social soon, or did you play at the social?
I play the social next week. This
Oh,
week
okay.
I'm playing at the Tap House tomorrow night. I'm playing at Puckett's Friday,
Oh, wow.
and then I'm playing at Wired Coffee Bar out in Ottawa on Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, when I pulled up your name, that's what I was doing. I'm always tagging people while we're live because more people get to see it that way. Anyway, it came up like all the different places you're playing, so that's
Yeah,
cool.
December's turned out to be
Yeah.
a busy month for me locally, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
You doing all solo stuff?
Yes, yeah, for now. I'm trying to get this project together over the next few months, and that'll have more of a full band sound. So after that, I'm looking to try to pull some other musicians in on the gigs and do some full band stuff, which will be really fun. Kind of been that a long time.
How long have you been playing?
About 20 years. A little bit over that, but at this point, I think. But yeah, it's right at 20 years.
What is your background? Where are you from and all that?
I'm from Chattanooga. I moved to Nashville for about a year, but ended up coming back here for mostly just because it's so much cheaper to live here. And
It is so
It's-
expensive
I know,
for
it's-
everything.
it's centrally located, so drive 2 hours any direction, hit another city. So for a musician, it actually works out pretty well. And so I still play in Nashville all the time, but it ends up being a better fit for me to be here. So, but I've lived here my whole life.
Cool. That song you just played, for some reason, I don't know why I'm asking, but is that something you wrote fairly quickly, or has that sort of been a work in progress, or?
This song actually, the last song I wrote, it was pretty quick actually. I wrote it, I think it all probably was done in one day. I just I wanted to write a song. It's kind of developed over time, I guess. But I wanted to write a song. Originally, I started out with this idea of wanting to write something where it's so hard to be successful in your own town, your own hometown. And so I wanted to write that kind of thing. And so I started out that way, and then it kind of progressed into, the second verse is kind of about, when you get discouraged by not getting anywhere for a long time, you try other things and, try the career jobs and stuff, but you end up coming back to it. And I think, it took me the full 20 years to come back around to that you just get to a place where you just don't really care anymore.
That's
It's the best place to
Yeah,
get
and
to.
and I wrote that, probably 7 years ago, and I don't know if I fully understood where I was going with that song until maybe the last couple years. This last year is when I decided that I'm tired of starting over, and I'm tired of trying to get a job and do this whole thing, and it doesn't work out, and I come back to music, and so it's only been in the last year or so that I decided that it was time to give music a fair shake in my life and really try it. So
Be okay
Yeah.
with it.
yeah.
Cool. Let's hear another one.
All right. So I did actually come out with a single a few months ago called Waiting. And this one's a song that I co-wrote with a couple of my friends, which you guys probably know. One of them is Drakeford, and then another one's Anthony Quayles. They helped me write and finish this song. And so it's super fun working with them and seeing this one kind of develop into what it is now. But yeah, so this is the first single off of my new album, which you can find online. It's a song called Waiting. God, this such a squeaky stool. All right, here we go.
Wish I could say that I packed up my things, but I haven't got my ticket out. like yesterday and the hope that it conveyed, but it turned to ashes in my mouth. I feel 20 years older, but something is holding me back. I've been waiting, slowly fading. I keep praying for shock to my chest and life to rush back in. It's hard to dream 'cause I haven't got the means without leaving baggage that I've held. I tend to hesitate, paralyze and overtaken while faith expires on the shelf. I know time keeps on rolling, there's no control in my past. I've been waiting, slowly fading. I keep praying for shock to my chest and life to rush back in. Maybe I'm forgetting nothing's worth regretting if I'm only heading in the right direction. Maybe I've been longing for something that I can put my hope in, but until then, I'll be waiting, slowly changing. I keep praying for shock to my chest and life to rush back in.
Thank you.
Really pretty voice.
Appreciate it.
So you co-wrote that with Anthony. Are you part of the songwriters?
I am. Yeah, I'm. I don't know what we call ourselves. I'm on the board for the CSA
Okay.
actually. Yeah.
Bless.
Bless you.
I know, it's so cold.
Rain.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He is. Yeah.
He's the one that I was thinking of actually when I asked you that question about when was the song when you wrote it, because I think when he was here we were talking about one that he had didn't have the ending for a
Yeah.
while, so I was kind of curious.
Yeah, and it's really cool to have friends who are also songwriters. That's something that I haven't gotten to experience for a lot of the time that I've been a musician, until just the last few years, being close friends with other songwriters that whom I respect and love their music and their skills as songwriters. And so it's been really cool to kind of be in a network of people that whom I equally respect as songwriters, and many of them I think are much better than I am, and so I get to learn from other people, and we can share stuff back and forth. And so even with especially with Anthony, we often have kind of group messages where we're just sending ideas back and forth, and he'll be like, hey, we have this song, I don't have an ending. So it's been kind of fun to kind of see how other people write songs and how they develop as well.
Yeah, the processes are so different.
They're very different. I interviewed David Barbie last week. He's coming to Revelry, I think. He's worked with Bob Mould, REM. Drive-By Truckers.
Ooh.
He just did a solo album where he didn't want to work with anyone else because it was so personal that when they came in to contribute, it changed the song. And so I'm wondering, and I get that. Now, he's certainly collaborated with people too.
Sure,
so,
yeah.
I wonder, like when you're writing with an Anthony, does it bother you if he changes the direction of a song, or if he has a line that's way better than the one you had, or
Yeah.
People can be sensitive about stuff like that.
It's true, yeah, and you really do have to kind of enter into something like that with an open mind and and a lot of humility. It's not something that is kind of to take lightly, I guess, to walk in and just think that, have any presuppositions or assumptions of how it's going to go. It's just you have to kind of go in going, I'm not going to hold in too tightly to any idea, and if I do have an idea that I'm holding tightly to, I need to make that make everyone aware of that up front, and so
it's a lot of trust, isn't it?
It is. It's a lot of trust, and I've been doing it a lot more and trying to co-write a lot more, just simply because it's so challenging and makes you grow as a songwriter a lot. And so to have other people come in and be like, and I tell people, I'm like, just be upfront with me. If you think this is a terrible line, tell me it's a terrible line, and I'll change it. We'll choose something else. Because I would much rather have people's opinions of right up front now, before I finish the song, and they'll be like, you should have done this. But yeah, no, it's a tough thing.
What the famous story is the Eric Clapton and Duane Allman, right, with Layla. Eric had that opening and couldn't quite get it, and Duane walks in and immediately does the
it's true, yeah, no,
fixed his song, but it hurt his feelings kind of.
Yeah,
he was able to do it so quickly and effortlessly.
Sometimes if you look at something too long.
Yeah.
Right, that's a lot of it. That last song that I just played, I had this, I had the whole guitar part. I had that, and I had the chorus music and even the melody for, it was probably 6 or 8 months, and I could not decide what I wanted it to be about. I didn't know what words or whatever, and I'm like, I got so stuck on it, got in my head about it, and I had no idea what I wanted to do. And then Drakeford comes in, I was living in Nashville at the time, and we probably ended up writing this song. He was in playing a gig, and we probably ended up writing this song until 2 or 3 in the morning. And to the point where once we had it, we were just walking the streets of the city, just like talking about it over and over again. And finally, when we had the chorus, everything else fell into place, and it was like, okay, we know what the song's going to be about now. And so he definitely helped a lot with that. And then we didn't have a bridge, so Anthony came in and helped us finish it, so it was good. It was a fun time.
All right, what do you want to do next?
Well, since we just kind of talked about that, I'll play a song that it was a specific situation that I wanted to write it by myself. So you were talking about like there's the differences. This is a new song. It's a really, really new song. It's about a specific thing. So my grandmother had been declining for a long time, and I knew that I wanted to write a song about her and her life, and I wasn't sure exactly how to do it. And I thought about it for a long time and was kind of intimidated by that. And one day I was just driving home, and we knew that kind of it was coming to an end, her life, and we knew it was kind of imminent. And so I wanted to write a song. I was driving home one night and just started singing this chorus, and kind of was like, I think I could do this. So I got home, and within 25 minutes had a rough draft of this entire song. And so it kind of tells the story of her life and building a house, but with her, with my papa, and they lived in it their whole rest of their lives together. And then I end it with the song that she sang me my entire life growing up, and would always say a very specific phrase. She'd always, over and over again, say, "You'll never know how much I love you," which was from the song "You're My Sunshine," which she sang me going to sleep when I was a kid at night.
Sweet.
And she'd sing it to me, and then we'd sit and listen for a train that would pass by our house. And then that's how I would go to sleep every night when I was a kid. So I kind of tried to incorporate all those elements in this song. So this is a song called Matty Lou. And hopefully I'll be able to get through without forgetting words.
I was going to say, one of us is bad to cry, so we heads up here.
Well, I apologize ahead of time if that happens. But I'm also kind of not sorry, because that's what songs are for, right?
Yeah.
All right.
He usually goes before I do.
Never had a lot when growing up. You made do and made a little feel like much. You were short of fend for all your siblings, like they were all your own children, married young and moved out on your own. Built a house from nothing and called it your home. Decorated all the walls with memories. Through the years you raise a family. You were there when I was born that day, the first to hold me close and say you'll never know how much I love you. But I love you just as much, my Maddie Lou. Cooking Sunday dinner every week, always looking after all the elderly, giving everything you have away, and making sure all debts are paid, warm meals on the kitchen table every night. Sang us to sleep tucked in and held us tight. You were the rock, the strength, the missing link. I'll always remember what you sang to me. It wasn't easy, but you made it work. You wanted us to have everything that we deserved, but in truth, this world never deserved you, Maddie Lou. And I never saw you cry, except for that one time when you had to say goodbye to the love of your life. We all ached with you as you mourned and cheered you on, as you stood high above us all on your own accord. And I can't imagine life without you. You've always been the one I looked up to. Your body grows weaker every day, the light a little dimmer in your face. You still grab my hand and squeeze it tight, kiss my face like everything's alright. You served and loved us well, so now find peace within yourself. Let the ones you love take after you. The time draws near to say goodnight. I hope that it's never goodbye. Maybe you'll sing to me from distant shores, in my dreams just past the last train's horn. And you'll never know how much I love you. It's okay for you to rest now, Maddie Lou. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. And please don't take my sunshine away.
Almost.
Me too. A little verklempt.
Yep.
That's
The
nice.
end.
Thanks for sharing.
It was the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fairly new.
It is. Yeah, I wrote it 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for sharing.
Makes you
Yeah.
think about a lot.
It does, yeah, for
A lot
sure.
of people. I was thinking about a lot of people.
Songs like that, is there extra pressure or just a different kind of pressure because it's so maybe personal?
Yeah, I mean, I think that when it comes to writing, for me, it's always been a little bit easier to write about things after they've happened, or, you know, when you're writing about specific situations of life, you know, like my whole next album is about a lot of things from, you know, kind of falling away from the church and kind of redefining what I believed in faith and all of that, all the way to, you know, a lot of it is about the divorce that I went through a couple of years ago. And so, you know, all of that was probably the first time in my life that I decided to write about something as it was happening. And it became very therapeutic for me. In fact, the whole album is going to be kind of follows the stages of grief, which is kind of interesting when I lined them all up. And so, you know, so I think that it just depends, you know. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with it, but I used to be really intimidated by trying to write songs about people or feelings or experiences as they were happening or in the middle of those things. And that song to me was a great example of the fact that, like, right in the midst of it all, you know, there were lots of tears shed when I wrote this song because she was in the next room, you know, and I think that, and I knew what was coming, and so it's been a hard song that was a hard song for me to write. But, you know, my mom has been asking me to write a song about her for years, and so I'm like, I don't know, we'll see, I guess, maybe one day.
Yeah, I mean, I asked because I remember interviewing Amanda Shires, who's married to Jason Isbell, who you know famously wrote a beautiful song for her, and I was like, what is that like? And she said, well, first of all, it better be good.
Right.
You know? So every time I think about that,
there's
really
definitely
good.
that added pressure of, like, the person the song is about will hear it and they're still in my life, you know, and so that's definitely added pressure. It's a lot easier to write about an ex or something that, you're never going to have to see their face if they ever hear the song, but yeah.
The second thing she said was, it was like, man, now everybody knows you're putting our stuff out there.
It's true. Yeah.
So there's that too.
It's like the ultimate vulnerability.
It is, yeah, and it is terrifying, for sure.
Yeah.
Is it easier to sing a song like that or to write a song like that?
Ooh, I think it's probably easier to write because that's kind of, that's not much different than writing in a journal or, or a blog post or something that feels distant and separated from everybody and everything. When you have to get up and sing it in front of a room of strangers and, oftentimes it's a room that I can see really well. It's not like a dark room with, no lights except on me and I can't see their faces. Sometimes I can see everybody's faces. Sometimes it's a house show, and so that's an absolutely terrifying thing. And it never really, you don't really get used to it. Like, you get used to pretending like it's okay and everything's cool, but there's certain songs like that one it's still, it doesn't matter how many times I play it, I know it's going to be hard to play every time.
Sure, I would think so.
Yeah.
What do you want to do next?
Well, we talked about doing a Christmas song. You want to do that?
Yeah.
You want to do that now, or you want to do that? You want to do two more? You want to do one more?
I could do two more. Yeah, I have it perfectly laid out for two more.
Let's do one more and then finish with that one. Is that, or do you want to do that Christmas one now? You got it laid out.
Let's do the Christmas one now. It'll make more sense.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's see. Let's do it up here.
Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet
Awesome rendition of that song.
Thank you. Appreciate
Folks,
it.
we'll hear that and the others this weekend.
Yeah, you'll hear that, maybe a couple other Christmas songs. We'll see. Now that it's the week of, I know, week of.
But I love that song. I don't like all the poppy, happy, catchy.
You like Barking Dogs?
No.
Ooh, the weather outside is right.
I mean, I think my kids do this, so I think I just listen to them too much. I think I just listen to them.
Oh
too
yeah,
much.
no, it's definitely an overload. I mean, in 2 hours, I'll play maybe 2 or 3.
You know, I
if
always
that.
think about that Joni Mitchell song that's not a Christmas song, The River.
Yeah, you know, I almost played that one today.
I love that song.
I do that one. That's one of the ones that I'll count as a holiday song because you just don't hear it as much, and nobody, you know, it is a Christmas song.
Now
It's
I
meant
want
for
you to
that.
play that song. I love
Oh.
that song.
Well, I could do
you
that
don't
maybe.
have to. I
No,
love
it's
that
fine.
song though.
We'll do a request.
I don't usually I usually don't do
That's
requests.
true. You've a couple times.
I'll give it
Just
to
a
you.
few. I also I love Neil Young, so I always ask Dynamo to play
Yeah.
Young.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right, so before we go out,
You don't have to do it though. You don't have to.
We're changing his schedule up. We're gonna go out on the river. Where can folks see you again?
Tomorrow I'll be at the Tap House in St. Elmo.
It's fun over there. We did a story about that building. It's a cool building. Cool
It
spot.
is, yeah. It's a cool vibe. Everybody there's great. Staff's great. It's always been a fun time, and so I'm excited to play that. And then that'll be from 7 to 9. And then I'm playing at Puckett's, not 9 to 10:30, I believe. Yeah, that's right. And then Saturday I'll be at Wired Coffee Bar from 8 to 9.
Where is that?
It's in Ottawa. They used to be like right in the middle, like the heart of like that. I don't know what that's called. The kind of the square.
Oh right, Cambridge.
Cambridge Square. But now they've moved to it's a road right there beside it, the Main Street, right off of the
Main Street, Ottawa, huh?
yeah, Main Street.
You'll find it.
I can't remember. You can Google it. You can find it on maps. But you can find me on Bands in Town. I don't know if everybody's familiar with that, but that is that's where all of my gigs are. And in fact, most of the time when people ask me where I'm playing, I pull up Bands in Town and look.
Bands in Town.
Bands in Town. It's all one
I'm trying
word.
to. You're gonna be at the Tap House tomorrow. What time? 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
I'm going to try to tag Bands in Town. I haven't heard of that before. I don't know why. Okay, and it has this.
Local and touring, I think, right? It gives all.
Yeah,
kinds of
no,
whatever's
it's everybody.
playing,
Yeah, if you sign up for it, it'll like scan your library of music on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever, and tells you all of your, it'll let you know of all the bands you listen to the most when they're going to be in your area playing a show. It alerts you through emails, so it's actually pretty awesome, and it helps me because all of my website, Facebook, everything connects to it. So when I post it in one place, it sends it to everything.
That's
so
nice,
it's super helpful.
All right, I put that in the link so people can.
Cody
find
James
you.
Harris, thank you. This has been fun. I've enjoyed
Thank you.
it.
Yeah.
Thanks for
We
having me.
learn
Love
something new
some
about
private
songwriting
show.
every week.
Yeah, probably everybody has a
Posted
little
in
bit of a different take on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you're gonna do by request.
Yes,
Oh,
I'll do by
I'm
request.
That
The river.
person. That
Thanks so
person.
much.
But I love it.
It's coming on Christmas, they're cutting down trees, putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on, but it don't snow here, it stays pretty green. Gonna make a lot of money and I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I could teach my feet to fly. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. She tried hard to help me, she put me at ease. She loved me so naughty, made me weak in the knees. Oh, I wish I had a river I get scared away on. But I'm so hard to handle, I'm selfish and I'm sad. I've gone and lost the best thing I ever had. Oh, I wish I had a river I get scared away on. I wish I had a river so long I could teach my feet to fly. I wish I had a river I get scared away on. I wish I had a river so long I could teach my feet to fly. I wish I had a river I could skate away on.
Cool.
There you go.
Thank you. I want a river for Christmas. Can you get me one?
I'm on it. I'm
Okay.
on it.
Yeah.
They have those.
Yeah.
Cody, thanks so much, man.
Thank you.
It's great. It's a lot
Appreciate
of
it.
fun.
It was awesome. Thank you. We're so lucky to have these private concerts. It's amazing.
Every week. It's a lot
So
of fun.
you guys like and share it with everybody. And I think I tagged you and where you're playing and bands in town. So check out that. It's a great time to listen to music, December.
Yeah.
I feel like we all get like a little bit of a break to have some fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy Hump Day. Thanks, Cody.
Thanks.